What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl, the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And he'll be facing Sergio Martinez, 178. Carl, the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time. The Marvel, Sergio Martinez. He's the former unified middleweight champion of the world and a future Hall of Famer.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl, the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is like being at a carnival. The fans are happy to be outside, under the heat, under the sun. And on top of that, they've got a fight to watch.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. It's bombs away. He takes that jab. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Oh, and that left hook hurt him. He just misses with that big right hand. Punch, counter punch. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Nice counter. Missed him with that uppercut. Nice job landing that left counter punch. One punch could change everything in this battle. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro.
Here we go for round 2. Both men step back for just a moment. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but that leaves more opportunities for headshots. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. And he fails to score with that left hook. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Catch and shoot. That left counter punch will score. Oh, what a punch! Goes to left, but doesn't score. That punch lands. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And there's the bell to start round 4. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both men step back for just a moment. He just misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Looks absolutely exhausted. What?
And there's the bell for round 5. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchange here from both men. So much firepower here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he just missed with that left jab. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
This is the beginning of round 6. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He missed with that jab. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
And he misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. There's the bell to start round 7. neither fighter willing to slow down. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
He parries away that left hook. Defense is not an option for these two. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape. He's got out of the way of that right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every...
Round 8, and we're off again. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Todd, do you know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab? They're that powerful.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 9. That left hand misses. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Another scoring shot there. Nice punch. Solid punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Absolutely.
This is the 10th. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Parries that left jab away. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice exchange here from both men. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford...
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. These two are the perfect dance partners. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, man. He's knackered. He's fine. Don't let that come.
On to the 12th. And he misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He carries away the left uppercut. Big swing and a miss. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. His jab just got blocked. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Just misses with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.